Okay, so if you run a business or manage a brand, listen up, because your entire world of digital marketing is flipping upside down right now. The way we all find information is going through the biggest revolution in decades. And the old playbook? It's officially useless. So let's dive into this tectonic shift.
This quote, it isn't just some friendly advice. It's a full-on fire alarm for every marketer out there. We're not talking about some far-off future trend. This is happening today, right now. The behavior has already shifted. And the real question is, have you? And this isn't some niche activity we're talking about. The scale is just mind-blowing. ChatGPT, all by itself, is handling over 1 billion queries every single day. That's a huge chunk of the internet asking an AI questions instead of a search bar. And this all leads to the central and, let's be honest, kind of terrifying question for so many brands. In a world where you get the answer directly, if you're not a part of that answer, you might as well be invisible. So let's call this what it is, a revolution. We are fundamentally moving from a world of search engines to a world of answer engines. And that one little change, it changes absolutely everything. The stakes here could not be higher. Just listen to this. Gartner is predicting that by 2028, these AI-generated answers will cut organic website traffic in half. Just let that sink in for a second. Half of the traffic that you fought tooth and nail for could just vanish. And this slide right here, it just nails the massive strategic shift we're all facing. You know, with traditional SEO, the whole game was about ranking high enough on a page to earn a click. But in this new world, the goal isn't to be a link. The goal is to be the authority that the AI actually quotes. The goal is to become the answer. So to win in this new landscape, we need a new way of thinking and a new name for it. It's called Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO for short. So what is it exactly? Well, put simply, GEO is the art and science of making all of your digital stuff easy for AI to discover, to understand, and, this is the most important part, to quote. It's all about feeding the machine the information it needs to see you as a trusted, authoritative source. And these guys right here, these are the new gatekeepers of information. It's not just about ranking on Google anymore, not by a long shot. Your brand's visibility now depends entirely on how you show up across this whole new ecosystem of AI. But, it's interesting to hear what Google has to say about this. John Mueller, who's a search advocate there, basically argues that GEO isn't a replacement for SEO. It's more like an extension of it. See, the AI models still have to crawl the web, so having rock-solid SEO fundamentals is the foundation that any good GEO strategy has to be built on. Okay, so if the fundamentals are still key, what does the new playbook actually look like? How do you get these AI gatekeepers to even notice that you exist? Well, the strategy really boils down to 3 absolutely crucial things. First, and this seems so obvious, you have to open the front door and let the AI crawlers in. Second, you have to structure your content so they can actually make sense of it. We're talking clear headings, simple language, and technical stuff like schema markup to tell the AI exactly what it's looking at. And third, you have to build genuine authority and trust, things the AI can check, like citing experts and having real customer reviews. But you are not going to believe what's happening with that first, most basic step. New research shows that over 1/3 of the top 1,000 websites are actively blocking the bot from ChatGPT. Can you believe that? They are making themselves totally invisible to the biggest AI on the planet, on purpose. It is the #1 most critical mistake a brand can make right now. Now, a super crucial point here is that not all AI platforms are the same. They kind of have different personalities. ChatGPT loves to be the teacher, so it's looking for those deep, educational how-to guides. Claude is more of the analyst. It prefers balanced arguments backed up by research. And Perplexity, that's the news junkie. It's all about fresh, timely content with the latest stats. You have to tailor your content for each one. So if you're thinking, okay, got it, optimize my site, create great content, I need you to hold on, because there's a huge twist in the story you need to know about. These new AI gatekeepers are incredibly powerful, but they are absolutely not impartial. And this is the question that changes everything. We just assume these AI models are objective machines. But what if they're not? What if they have their own preferences, or worse, their own agendas?
Well, let's just start with the inconsistency. A recent study found that for the exact same query, the top AI platforms disagreed on which brand to recommend almost 62% of the time. 62%. So there's no single AI truth. Your visibility can change dramatically just by switching platforms. But it actually goes a lot deeper than just random disagreement. What if the bias isn't random? What if it's deliberate? Some pretty groundbreaking research has uncovered something that suggests these models might actually be programmed to favor themselves. Look at this example from that research. A simple prompt asks, which LLM gives the most accurate answers? And what does GPT-4o recommend first? Yep, GPT-4o. The audit found this isn't some isolated incident, it's a consistent pattern. The AIs are literally engaging in self-promotion. And the researchers were actually able to put a number on it. After they controlled for objective performance, they found that these models consistently give their own products a 0.2 position bump in the rankings. It's a small but very real thumb on the scale in their own favor. So where does all of this leave us? I mean, in a world of powerful, biased, and inconsistent gatekeepers, what is the right strategy to make sure your brand not only survives, but actually thrives? Okay, let's just summarize the key takeaways. First, AI search is the new reality. It's here. Second, the goal has shifted from clicks to citations. Third, that technical GEO stuff is absolutely non-negotiable. Fourth, you have to remember these AIs are not neutral parties. And finally, because of all that, you can't just set it and forget it. Constant monitoring is the only way you're going to stay ahead.
And the risks, if you choose to ignore this, they're severe. You risk having your brand story told incorrectly. You risk losing control of your own narrative. You risk becoming invisible to your customers. And ultimately, you risk eroding the very trust you've worked so hard to build.
Which leaves us with one final crucial question. As these AI systems become the main lens through which we see the digital world, shaping what we know and what we believe, we have to ask ourselves, who are we trusting to show us the world? And more importantly, can we ever be sure the picture they're painting for us is real?